Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, Virginia had an election yesterday. They had an election for their governor, lieutenant governor. I think there was another spot. All of them went Republican. All three. Youngkin's the new governor of Virginia. And what's ridiculous about that, I'm not surprised by that at all, to be honest, with Virginia flipping. Because I saw their ads that they were running, and I saw the commentary around it. And it's what was expected. If you watch any of those ads, it's all the same sort of fear mongering that the GOP's been doing probably since mid 2000, maybe a little earlier than that. You know, the same old. It's CRT that they're teaching our kids in school. The parents are making their voices heard because they don't want their kids to learn CRT when they're in element. They're not. They're not. They're not. You don't need to be told by me. I'm sure dozens of people have said it, but critical race theory is a legal course. It's a collegiate level course. You're not getting taught that in elementary, middle school, or high school. Now, if you get into like the nastier bits of American history, yeah, there's a lot that's racially charged, sure. And I think it's important that kids learn the true nature of our history in this country. One thing that I did see, and I saw it from someone who I'm not surprised with this kind of language that he's using. Everyone's favorite basement dweller, Jeremy the Quartering. The woke lash is real. Woke lash in Virginia. That's why they went Republican, because the Democrats are trying to push all these really progressive people and progressive policies, and the real Americans don't want that. This is backlash against woke culture. I don't see how you can think that with the current Democratic Party. The people who got put up in Virginia to run were middle of the road, Democratic establishment, borderline center right people. You didn't put progressives up. You also aren't, as far as the DNC goes, you're not pushing people who are working towards what your constituency actually wants. These ideas behind like Medicare for all and things like that, resounding public approval for stuff like that, but it's not getting pushed forward. Why? If those were the candidates who got put forward, if you had really, to say borderline militant progressive people who were, very staunch in what they believed and would fight for it and things like that, I would almost be willing to accept that whole, oh, this is woke lash, which it's a ridiculous phrase anyway, but I would be willing to accept something like that if you did put forward, like if you put forward a legitimate communist running in Virginia, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people didn't vote for that person just because their title is communist. Because, let's be honest, this is America. Communism's a dirty word. People would just see that and be immediately turned off. But the people the Democratic Party put up were bland. They were just normal Democrat centrists. Nothing special about it. I can't say much about Virginia. I'm not from Virginia. I did a little bit online with like sort of, pushing the Democratic candidates and stuff like that, but I didn't do any canvassing or anything like that. It does seem that the lack of an attempt by the Democratic Party is a major problem in this, though. If you think that something's a gimme and you don't try, you're gonna lose. That's not just in politics, that's in life. You gotta put forward some effort if you expect to get results out of it. And writing off Virginia because it's been blue, it means nothing. You should put all the effort you can into all of these races equally, because if you expect some sort of just easy, push into office, this is what you get. So I don't know what to expect out of the future of Virginia. I suppose time will tell. I keep seeing people say it's going to be Texas 2.0 or Florida 2.0, but we'll see what happens. Honestly, if things go bad for it really quick, that probably just looks good for a blue 2022 with those elections. But it is important to keep an eye on these off-year elections. Every election is important. If you live in these communities, you need to get involved. Otherwise, this will happen. You'll have a good day.